Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video, I am going to share to you how I created a website portfolio using reactjs and how I host it in vercel for free in a quick and easy way. In this tutorial, I'm going to explain it to you in a simple terms as much as possible that a non-programmer person will be able to follow the steps that I did and create a website portfolio in no time. In this project, we will use reactjs and vercel. reactjs is one of the popular JavaScript framework and library used for web development. Also, as I mentioned, we will use vercel to host our website for free. So, before we begin, let me introduce myself. I'm JJ, founder of Tech Preppy, the home for tech-related insights, reviews, and discussions. And if you want to have your own portfolio website and create and host it for free, then you will love this video. So without further ado, let's begin. So first thing first is, this is the preview of the website or the portfolio that we will about to create. So we have the home, about, projects, and the resume. As I mentioned, this was created using React.js. So first thing first, you need to go to GitHub. So if you don't have your own GitHub account, then it's easy to create GitHub. After you're done creating your GitHub account, I would suggest to visit my GitHub. So this is my GitHub project, which is John Javier Portfolio. This is basically the repo, the repository of the project that is used to create this website. To be transparent, I did not create this project from scratch. I just forked this from this GitHub account, Somya Jit4419. So let's go to this GitHub project. And then this is the original GitHub account or GitHub repo. So in your case, what you need to do is fork this one. So here at the top right corner of the GitHub there's a fork. Then click this fork. And then for my case, as you can see, there's already an existing forks. So let's try create a new fork. Okay, so in my case, I am not able to fork it anymore since I already fork it. But in your case, you should be able to successfully or smoothly fork this project. Once you are done forking this project, go back to your portfolio. And here, this is how it will look like. So you just need to make sure that you are in the root folder of your portfolio, of your project. Or you can make sure it by just clicking code. So basically, you can check out this code using Git to your local and then by using some editor like Visual Studio or Eclipse, you can just edit the content of this project. But in my case, as I mentioned, I'm going to make this easy without code because checking out using Git, and especially if this is your first time creating a GitHub account, for sure you don't have the key for checking out this GitHub repo. So in this tutorial, I'm just going to show to you how to edit everything using GitHub. So you don't need to download anything. So basically, this project without editing can be run and deployed to Vercel, and then it will run smoothly. But the problem is if you don't edit anything, it will show a wrong name instead of your name, and also it will show the original description of the homepage and also the content of about project and also the resume. So what we need to do first is we need to edit the content of the home, the about, the project, and the resume. So let's go back to GitHub repo. And then what we need to do is in the root folder, let's go to the source, then components. So these are the components we have about, home, project, and resume. So each folder corresponds to the menu of our website. So let's start first with home. So in home, you have this JavaScript file. Let's start with home. So this home.js contains your name, this one, header, and your name. Okay, so in your case, sometimes it maybe in your case, if you fork it from the original project, then it will show the developer's name. So what you need to do is you just need to rename it. So in this view, just click the pencil to edit this file. Click edit this file. And then now we're on edit mode. And then go to line 22 and then just change the name. So in my case, it's already showing John Javier. So I'm just going to add Kevin. Okay, there you go. And then save it. So now it will show John. Hi there, I'm John Kevin Javier. So let's save it. No need to put a comment since it will put a comment of update home.js, which is that's what we did. Make sure that the radio button is selected for commit directly to the customer branch. Okay, let's commit that. All right. Now, the next thing that we will edit is this typing effect here. All right, it's showing blockchain application developer, full stack developer, and Java developer. So it's up to you what you want to be displayed here. So I'm going to show to you where to edit this one. Let's go back here. Then again, let's click code. And then here in the source, and then component, and then going back to home. Now let's go to the type.js. Basically, it corresponds to the type effect text in our homepage. Let's click that. So now you just need to edit this array here, array of string. So it says here full stack developer, DevOps, and blockchain application developer. So same thing, just press this edit everything here. So in my case, let's add a new one here. Maybe let's add Java developer. And then you can actually update some setting here because this is a component. You have the auto start loop if you want to loop, and then delete speed. This is the effect, how fast the effects take effect, but for me 50 is fine. Let's retain everything, then make sure that you press the commit changes. Okay, now we're done. The next one is this introduction of myself. So this one, for you to edit this, go back on the previous folder by clicking this URL link here, the home, and then now click the home to the JS. So in the home to the JS, these are, as you can see, these are all the text that correspond to this introduction. So it's up to you what you want to put here. So as you can see, somewhere in between, there's like a class name purple. The purpose of this tags is just to make the text purple or to highlight some text here. For example, I want to highlight the technology stack that I'm using. So I enclose this text in purple tag. So as you can see here, there's a class name purple here. So that's the only that's the purpose of this tag. Once you are done updating everything here, you can also update the link for your GitHub and LinkedIn. So for your GitHub, you can just copy this one and then paste it here. The GitHub, this one, as what I did. And then for LinkedIn, you can just open your LinkedIn and then just paste that here. And then that's it. Saving it and then deploying it later will now take effect, and once you press this one, it will open your LinkedIn or whatever or whichever you press here. So here in my case, it's going to my LinkedIn. So let's close that. Okay, now we're done with the home page. So the next thing that we will edit is the about. It still contains some introduction, and aside from that, it contains some hobbies and also the professional skill set. This is like the dedicated page for your profile. So to edit that, go back to your code, make sure that go to your root page or the root folder, click source, and then in the components, now select the about folder. So in the about folder, you have the about.js, about card, text stack, and tool stack. So what you just need to select is this about card.js. Okay, in the about card.js, this about card.js corresponds to this part. So this is what I put here. Hi, I'm John Kevin Javier from Philippines. I'm a full stack software engineer. And then this is all my hobbies and some sample quotation here. So those are all here. So feel free to edit that, whatever you like. And then after you're done editing, don't forget to commit your changes. So now we're done with the about. The next one is the projects. So in the projects, basically what you can do here is, in my case, I didn't set up anything. Basically, this cards is being used to show a thumbnail of your project, and then by clicking this view project, it should navigate you to the actual either a portfolio or a link to your project. So I didn't set up anything, but I'm going to show you how you can edit it. So go back to the components by clicking the components, and then now select the projects, and then select project.js. So as you can see, there's a lot of column here that corresponds to each project card. So it's all commented out, but let's say you have a project or another website that you want to showcase, then you can uncomment this line from line 30 to line 34, and then put an image path. So if you want to link if you have a URL to your thumbnail, then you can put that here, and then is blog yes or no, and then the title will show somewhere here, and then the short description, and then the actual link to your project, and then you can repeat that. It's up to you how many you like, how many project or portfolio you want to showcase in the project menu or project page. So that's it for the project page. And then the last one is the resume. In the resume, this is the resume. This is my resume. So it will display the PDF resume. And then here, there's a download CV button. To upload your resume, what you need to do is go to the components again. And this time, select resume. Here at the resume.js, let's click resume.js. What you need to do is you need to make sure that this line 7 is pointing to the actual resume in the assets folder. So this folder is where we will upload our PDF, and then make sure that this is the actual name of my resume in PDF. So it's up to you. Make sure that this is exact name of the PDF you have in the asset folder. And then basically that's it. That's the only thing you need to do. So going back to the source, let's click, or in the root, and then let's click source, and then in the assets, this is where you will upload your resume. So as you can see here, this is mine. So it's up to you. I would recommend to update the name of the resume that you have uploaded instead of putting the same name. It should display your actual name, because well, once someone downloaded it, it will display your name as a default file name. Yep, I'm going to quickly show you how you can upload your resume. So here in GitHub, just click this add file, and then just create upload files. And then it's either you choose your file or you can just drag and drop the file here, your resume. And then make sure that you commit the changes. Don't forget about that. So let's press cancel because I already have my resume here. And then now, see, once we're good with all the update, because that's the only thing you need to update, there's some, so there are other assets that you can update, like the fab icon, your logo, because here, this is my logo. So you can just upload your own and the icon. So those things, I leave it to you to play around how to you can update those. Once we're done with the update, what we need to do now is we need to deploy this project or host this project to our web server. And that's where vercel come in. So to use vercel, just go to vercel.com. So this is the vercel.com, and in my case, I have only one project, so I already automatically log in because maybe of cache. But in your case, if you don't have vercel, you need to register. Hosting your website in vercel is for free as long as you don't have your own DNS or your domain name. You can use their own domain name, the random domain name that vercel provided, so that's fine. And then I think there's also, here's the pricing for vercel. Let's go to vercel pricing just to show to you that when will you be charged. So as you can see, you can deploy from CLR personal Git integration, which is in our case GitHub, and then automatic HTTP and SSL, and then you have a preview feature. You will only be charged if, like for example, you are working with a team and then you are uploading a big project, and then yeah, as I mentioned, you can work with the team. So those things, and email support. So in our case, this is good enough. So let's close this one. And then now, so in your case, maybe it's blank, but either way, there's a add new button here. What we need to do is click this add new and then select project. So now as you can see here, it's already integrated. My Git is already integrated. By the way, when you create your own vercel account, I'm suggesting to just log in using your GitHub. In that way, it will automatically import your Git repository. So in my case, it was able to detect my project, which is this portfolio project, the one that we pork, and it was able to detect that this is a reactjs project. So now what we will do is just click import, and then this is the name. So I'm just going to update it, portfolio tutorial. So I won't be able to get, so I will not be confused with the already existing project in my vercel account. And the next one is framework preset. This is correct. We're using React app, and then root directory is still correct. The next thing is we need to configure the build and output settings. These are the build command that we need to indicate for our application to run. So how can we find what's the build command in our project? So fortunately, there is some instruction here how you can install and start our project. So there is npm install and npm start. So let's go back to vercel. But this is for build command. So this was not mentioned in the readme of our project. So that's fine. I'm going to tell you what is the build command. So let's click override. Let's delete those and then type npm run build. So this will build our project. So it will compile our React app. And then the output directory is built, that's fine. And the install command. So for you that is not familiar with install command, basically this is your package manager, or basically this is the command that will download the dependencies and module of your node project. So let's override this one. Let's put yarn install, and then that's it. It didn't ask us what is the command for running our project. Reason is to run React app, it's all the same. And since vercel detected that our project is a React app, it already knows what is the command that it will call later on. So everything is good. Environment variable, the environment variables, there's nothing to be specified specifically. And I think we're good. Let's click deploy. Alright, it's now building, and then it will take some time. So I'm going to post this video and resume once the deployment is done. And the build is done. So as you can see, as I mentioned, even though it is a free plan, as you can see, there's a preview feature here. So it's already showing the preview of our website. As you can see, it's showing now I'm John Kevin Javier, which is the one that we edit. And then now, once we're done with this, let's go back to dashboard by clicking this. And then this is now the link to our website. So let's click this link. It will open a new tab. And here we go. This is our website, the edited one. So it's showing John Kevin Javier. This is what we edit. And then now it should show Java developer because that's what we have added. And there you go. So everything should is still the same, and that's it. That's how you can create your own website portfolio quickly using reactjs and vercel. Also with GitHub by forking some project. Thanks to Somyajit 4419 for letting us fork his project. So hopefully you learned something in this video, and for any question and concern, please don't forget to drop a comment below, and don't forget to like this video. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye!